Welcome to the Cop Shop Podcast, our weekly compilation of police report oddities and curiosities. With host, Telegraph reporter Joe Kovac Jr. A man told the police that he was beaten bloody when his girlfriend's 24-year-old son wailed on him the night of October 25th. The supposed attack happened on Grant Avenue in Macon's Pleasant Hill neighborhood, not far from Walnut Street on the west side of Interstate 75. The victim, 51, whose right eye was swollen shut, said the younger man had punched and kicked him after he told the son not to argue with his mother. The son had apparently begun fussing at the mother and cussing her when the son brought home dinner from Krystal. The fray began when the mother, according to a Bibb County Sheriff's report, quote, looked at the food and then the receipt and informed her son that they had shorted him on his order. The story that a Macon man recently told the police about a robbery seems a little fishy. And that isn't all that unusual when it comes to, quote, personal robberies, as they are sometimes referred to in law enforcement parlance. Such incidents don't always happen the way the supposed victims in the cases report them. Sometimes people who are participating in, shall we say, less than legal endeavors get held up by people in the midst of, shall we say, less than legal transactions. The episodes are fairly common in drug deals and prostitution cases. We can't say for certain what went down in a reported robbery in Macon the night of November 11th, but a Bibb County Sheriff's deputy's write-up about the case presents a somewhat hard-to-believe scenario. That night, a 38-year-old man in a 1999 Mazda pickup truck said he was driving north on Interstate 75 when he saw a woman whose car was broken down. The man gave her a lift and, he said, he ended up robbed a block south of Anthony Road, minus his truck. He stopped to help, the sheriff's report said, and I quote, he gave her a ride to an unknown location in Jones County. When he arrived, he met with her boyfriend, an unknown male. He stated that the male asked him to give him a ride back into town. He said he then gave the male a ride to an unknown address on Crawford Street in Macon. He and the unknown man were approaching the intersection of Crawford and Pionono Avenue when the male reached across him, pulled the door handle, and shoved him out of the truck. At that time, he walked across the street to a liquor store and called the police. End of quote. And now from our dispatches files. A Warner Robins man was found passed out in Macon one night last month. He was, according to a Bibb County Sheriff's report, quote, slouched over in a black 2001 Nissan Sentra. The sheriff's deputy who saw the man, 39, spotted him on Greenbrier Road, a few blocks south of Napier Avenue's intersection with Log Cabin Drive. The deputy's write-up said, quote, he stated that he did not know where he was or how he got there. The man added that he had, quote, been drinking off and on, and that he had been sitting there in the car for more than an hour. A man went into the Murphy Express Gas Mart on Gray Highway October 19th and reportedly stole a hot dog and an Ice House beer. One morning in mid-October, the police were sent to a reported assault at Parkview Apartments in southwest Macon. The apartments are on Lyons Place, the road that runs from Rocky Creek Road up into Bloomfield Park. A 23-year-old woman who lives there said that her ex-boyfriend, who was 29, showed up and was standing by her door. According to a sheriff's report, the ex, for reasons unknown, then spray painted her left leg with black paint and ran off.